citizens to use.
Yes, and Mr. Chandrasekhar, we have seen time and again, I would say, the big tech companies simply do not comply with regulations. How will you ensure they do so? Because the government has in the new rules added objectionable religious content, as you said, with intent to incite violence alongside pornography, trademark infringement, fake information, and something that could be a threat to sovereignty of the nation. My question is, how will you ensure compliance?
No, it's very simple, Maria. There is no, the rules basically say you have to do this, and you have also got to, and you missed one addition to the amendment that we have issued yesterday, which is that no platform can violate Article 14, 19 or 21 constitutional rights of any Indian citizen, regardless of where the jurisdiction of the platform is. So if you read these two amendments together, and read it as being mandatory for all those platforms who want to enjoy the status of being an intermediary.
Okay.
If they don't comply with them, then automatically they lose the status of being an intermediary and therefore do not enjoy the Section 79 protection under the IT Act from prosecution that they enjoy today. Okay. So if you want to be an intermediary, these are the rules and responsibilities that you follow. If you want to be a responsible intermediary and a partner with the government in creating a safe and trusted space, you follow these rules. If you don't intend to be a partner with the government of India or partner with the Indian ecosystem in creating a safe and trusted internet for all Indians, then you can choose the route of not being an intermediary and therefore not enjoying the safe harbor under Section 79.
But the big tech companies, sir, have been advocating self-regulation. The government seems to have taken a view that users' concerns about content on social media platforms need to be addressed by a grievance appellate body. The government, I remember in February 2021, notified IT rules that provided for social media platforms to appoint a grievance officer. Do you think the amended rules will strengthen grievance redressal mechanism?
I'm hopeful, Maria, because the current grievance redressal mechanism, which is really a self-regulatory mechanism, the government gave the power to the intermediaries in May 2021 that they appoint the grievance officers, they address the grievances of the digital Nagriks.
Yes.
The results have not been satisfactory. So the government has to step in. I personally believe that, and I've said this repeatedly during the consultations and with meetings with the industry, that the government has no interest in sitting in the GAC. That we hope that the formation of the GAC will signal to the platforms and the intermediaries that they must do a better job of dealing with grievances at their level. Because if they do a better job at their level of dealing with grievances, no appeals will lie to the GAC.
Right.
The problem of appeals lies from dissatisfied consumers, dissatisfied digital Nagriks who believe that platforms are not listening to them, are not responding to them. And so I have hoped, and I am going to engage with intermediaries as well. I'm meeting platforms extensively, explaining to them that we really need to make this a partnership. The goal of a safe and trusted internet, Maria, is not a goal for the government of India. It is a goal for 1.2 billion Indians. It's a goal for $1 trillion digital economy, and it's a goal for jobs, investments that will create a $5 trillion economy for our nation. So none of this is academic. These are all real issues, and we look from the government to a partnership with intermediaries, a heightened awareness amongst intermediaries, and better responsiveness from the intermediaries that the issue of the digital Nagrik, who is the principal stakeholder of the Indian internet, the principal target of all our policies and initiatives, their grievances must be addressed responsively, consistently, and in a manner that is satisfactory to the consumer.
Yes.
So that is the direction in which we are going.
Yes.
Yes.
And since you have emphasized time, and this is, redressal in a time-bound manner, Mr. Chandrasekhar, the amendments actually provide for social media platforms to acknowledge user complaints about objectionable content within 24 hours and resolve them within 15 days, in fact, thereafter. The rules actually provide for social media platforms to take down certain contentious content within 72 hours of reporting. Do you expect the big tech companies to adhere to this? And what are the challenges going forward? The reason why I'm asking is because most of these companies do not even have officers to represent them here in India. They are represented largely by some law firms.
Yeah, so I hope that will change, and that is the intention of this. Like I said, the Prime Minister has made it very clear that the relationship of accountability between business and consumers is a relationship that the government takes very seriously. It is a duty that we consider it's our duty to the citizens to ensure that the accountability relationship works. And we hope that this Grievance Appellate Committee structure, these amended rules, are a good signal to the intermediaries, and I will engage with them deeply, I will engage with them closely and say that, look, this is about being a partner in the progress of the Indian internet, in the evolution of the Indian internet, in terms of the growth, in terms of not just the numbers, but qualitative growth into being a safer and trusted internet than many other parts of the world. So this is a joint mission for the government, the citizens, and all of those who conduct business on the internet. So I see it that way, the government sees it that way, a large part of the intermediary community sees it that way. There are some outliers, and I hope the outliers will join the mainstream and do what is expected of them.
Sir,